Petricitto!
Dude, no way!
Vito Petricitto channeling Tom Jones.
Ah, yes.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa! These two. I love it. I'm a big fan of the show. I watch it all the time, and so should you.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Shameless promotion.
Thank you. So anyway, I got a list here of things that I know about Vito from your website that I wrote down. So you're self-proclaimed the greatest guitar player in the world. This is true.
Definitely true.
All right.
There's no doubt about it.
I guess you got into the business. You were raised by your dad. I guess he gigged a lot.
Yeah. Big time musician. My pop was.
That's where your interest in music came from, or?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I don't know if you remember, I Love Lucy. You had Big Ricky, Little Ricky, and the whole deal.
Yeah,
I was like a little Ricky. My dad would be the nightclub guy going out into the nightclubs, and I'd be the little Ricky left behind or whatever. But I, kind of steadily grew into the business, and it was great. I have fond memories of those days, like when I was 3 and 4. My dad was a drummer, vocalist, So he'd be practicing stuff in our living room, and I'll never forget, like 2, 3 years old, like leaning on his floor tom, just watching the stick hit in front of my face, and just all those memories are just phenomenal. And then as far as the business goes, my dad, a complete gentleman, my brother, a complete gentleman. They got walked on in the business a lot, took a lot of the heckling that you can get with crowds and stuff, and then I figured that the buck stops here, because I don't take the heckling stuff at all. And as a matter of fact, my big line all the time is like, hey, you don't want to heckle this band, because at a combined weight of 1,248 pounds, we're going to come out and kick your butt. That's true, because I just don't take it.
I guess you've been playing 30 years. You play a lot of different styles from what I've heard. You got a favorite style that you play?
Yeah.
Or just
and I describe it as swamp guitar. I like swamp guitar. I like a telly with a ratty sound, swamping it up. That's what I like, Nice. I had
That's a good sound.
I had my metal days, I had my hard rock days. I loved all that. I had, trying to get the tones of Randy Rhoads or whoever, or Eric Johnson, Joe Perry. I've been through them all. I think as I was learning guitar, I took on a new guitar player every 3 or 4 months. Like Ted Nugent's my favorite guy right now. And if I learn Great White Buffalo, I don't have to learn anything else the rest of my life. Then all of a sudden, oh, Peter Frampton, or all of a sudden, oh, Eddie Van Halen, Hendrix, of course, Page, Beck, and all those guys. And so, but I think there was one article long time ago, Steve Morris in Guitar Player magazine, and his article went like this. He says, I try to learn as many styles as I can because I want to work.
Yeah, definitely.
And in 1984 I decided to become a full-time musician. It goes on my tax forms. So I have to do every style in order to get as much. And some people might look at some of it as a sellout, but I got a roof over my head and I got food on my table, man. And that's with my guitar.
Music every day, man.
So there you go.
I've actually led into the next question nicely. I said, any advice you have for people who want to make a career in music?
Do it. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. That's the big thing. My guidance department at my high school that I went to around here in the Hudson Valley, which shall remain nameless, but FDR the high school that I went to, the guidance department just said, you're a guitar player? You don't play any brass? You don't play piano? Yeah, music school is not for you. That's what they told me.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, man. So they didn't take guitar seriously or whatever, So they were full of bunk, and the advice that I have these days for and I speak at local high schools all the time. For their
high school.
I love doing that, and I love telling the people, hey, you want a career recording engineering, you want to be a producer, go for it. You want to play, you want to study performance, go for it. I've had millions of students go on to music school, become very successful, and
It's actually pretty.
I guess you do a lot of parodies, funny kind of songs, like the Yankee song. You did that a bunch of years ago.
Yeah. The parodies go way back to the Wolf days at PDH. The Rocky Bullwinkle days.
I
remember some of those.
Man Eater, Big Eater instead of Man Eater. Like, you know, I did a lot of those, and then all of a sudden there was a period of time where Coop and Tobin, as they once were, decided to have me on every Wednesday, and I kind of did it in exchange for promotion for the band. That was a good idea. But we would create a new parody per week, one parody per week. So for 2 years, every Wednesday, at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, after just getting in from maybe a gig,
right?
At 4 o'clock or something, you know. So I'd just go over there sometimes and do a song, like, and some were really great. Some have lasted, you know, to now. Like, I still get requests for a lot of these songs.
I think I had one earlier today.
And some were really bad. Some, I think the bad ones were like outrageous, you know. And Cooper.
So now we're talking about the local bands. I guess we're kind of getting back to full circle. And so with local bands, local places to play. And you being a local guy, you got any local favorites? I know on the website you had the Red Rooster song with a former Red Rooster that was there.
Yeah. You mean venues and stuff?
Venues, yes.
Favorites? I guess it would have to do not only with the place, but the owner of the place.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's got a lot to do with it. I mean, club owners aren't necessarily my favorite people on the planet.
Mine either.
I've never had a really great relationship with anybody, but there are a few that stand out that are, you know, when you get that slow winter night and there's 6 people in their bar, you know, I want the money.
Yeah.
You're going to pay me the money. Now, it seems unfair, but when I pack your place in a couple weeks, and you've done, you know, $2,400 at the bar, let's say, you know, give me my money too.
Yeah.
But don't offer me any more. You know, they always offer, you know, hey, let's give you a little extra tonight. No. Because when that slow night comes up, I want to be paid for it.
Yeah,
so it all evens out, you know.
Yep.
All right, so you've been on the show for a couple of months. You're back. You got a CD coming out, or your other band, your new project now.
Left by the Wayside.
Left by the Wayside.
Left by the Wayside is a new project of mine, and I'm absolutely in love with it. It's the first project in a long time. It's all original.
Nice.
So it's the first project in a long time that is kind of really making me feel like I'm back in high school.
Definitely.
It's really got that. It's got that thing, and the big wigs that I'm kind of playing with, Randy Shalanti, who used to play for the band, and among millions of others, Frank Campbell played with Asleep at the Wheel, and Professor Louie, and Keith Slattery played with. He's the Jimmy Sturr's musical director right now, but he's played with like Mariah Carey and a billion other people or whatever. These guys are monsters, and they come to my little studio over in Gardner and write with me. You know, here we are having these rehearsal sessions, writing music. And they're helping me out with these tunes, and I couldn't be more thrilled. I hope that something comes of this thing.
Definitely.
And, that's kind of where I want to spend my time. But right now, you know, we did a gig last fall, one gig, like a little over an hour set,
right?
And now I'm jonesing for another one. But you know, it's we will sell no wine before it's time, that kind of thing. You know, you got to wait, and you got to. So the Earth, man, I'd like to whale that one. You know, that'd be a nice one. Crowley's a nasty jobber. He was one of my favorites.
That's cool. We go right to that.
Sure.
One. What does the future hold for Vito Petricitto?
The future holds. I want to create more. I'm on a path. You know, I kind of want to be heard. You know, I've been doing this cover thing for a long time, and I'm having a great time out there in the bars, and people come to see me, and it's great, and we're having a great time, and Vito makes you laugh. And great, and I'm playing Brown Eyed Girl, and I'm playing Mustang Sally, and I'm playing all the staples of the, you know, the 35 and up crowd around here, and you know, it's not that I'm tired of it. I mean, Brown Eyed Girl, man, that probably paid for my studio or paid for half of my house or something. So that's cool, you know. And thanks to Van Morrison, who also, you know, he kind of can't stand the song or whatever, you know. I don't know. The covers it's a thing. It got me by. But now with this Left by the Wayside thing, it's very exciting.
I get out there.
I got a voice. I got some thoughts, and I want to at least express them.
Definitely.
I don't have to be heard, but I have the right to express them.
Absolutely, man.
So that's where I'm going.
Cool.
That's where I want to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Very good. Do we want to ask him that one?
Yeah.
I guess we're all here. You got like a best or worst or funniest thing that ever happened to you at a live show? Ever? Something really stand out for you?
Something.
Yeah, I mean, there's millions of them.
Just one off the top of your head.
That happened to me?
Yeah, just something you were involved with.
Let's let's see. Oh man, I'm getting stumped. I was playing the Millbrook Centennial Bash.
Okay.
Which I forget what year it was. Probably 1986 or something like that, or 80,
I was 1.
87 or something. Yeah, most people were 1 back in those days, you know. And we had a guitar player coming down from Albany who was my guitar teacher, Jeff Belding.
Really?
That's one of my. He's my one of my mentors. So he was coming down for this gig, but he's not showing up. So we hit the stage without him. You know, we're going to play without him, and this is a group called Synergy at the time. And it's pouring rain, and you know, I'm figuring that the weather's really bad. Hopefully he didn't get an accident or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
We pack up and we go home. We did the gig. It's all right. We got a gig at Skinner's the next night.
Yeah.
Skinner's was a bar over near Marist College. It was a big spot here in the Hudson Valley for a long time. So he's on that gig. So I see him the next night. But in the meantime, we get home from that gig. I press my answer machine, and the first message goes, "Well, I'm here in Millbrook, and I wish you guys would call me when things get canceled, and you know, well, I'll talk to you later." Click. You know, and the second message on the machine goes, "All right, well, I'm here in Millbrook. I'm all set up. I got power. I'm under this tent, and but it's raining like cats and dogs. This thing probably got canceled. I wish you guys would let me know when things get canceled." Click. And the next message was like, "Okay, well, I packed up. Obviously, there's no gig. You guys didn't call me." And he takes a little breath of silence there for a minute. I can hear us playing over the phone. He's on the phone at Stewart's across from the band shop. And I can hear us playing. And he goes, "All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow night at Skinner's." Click, and hangs up. And I'm like, oh my God, like I should have recorded that and put it on a CD. You know? So when he got to the gig the next night, I gave him his pay anyway because he came down to Millbrook. He did set up, but he was under the fireman's exempt tent down the street. And I'm like, what are you thinking? And I paid him anyway.
You got her?
That's about all I think.
Well, sweet, man.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's my pleasure. Honestly, God.
Give
I
us
love the
absolutely,
show.
man.
Love the show. Looking forward to future episodes.
Definitely, man.
Awesome. Thank you
Thanks
for giving me
being
some
on here.
legitimacy
Yeah.
to this crappy show.
Thank you. Oh man, you got. I think it's vice versa. Man.
No, definitely not.
Well, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Vito Petricitto, always a pleasure, man. We'll catch you guys later.
Metal Night. Metal Night.
Yeah! Nice to see you.
I know too. So if people want to contact you, if you got any shows coming up,
IamVito.com. IamVito.com. That's all you need.
VITO. I put VETO.
VITO. That's cool. People call me Vito all the time. VETO.
I know, but I spelled it wrong. I couldn't
Vito.
find it.
You know, like when you say Vito, VETO.
What's up, guys? We're here with Tigman from WPDH. What's going on, Tig?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Oh, fantastic, man.
Thanks for having me by. Great place you got here.
Yeah,
This is
thank you.
awesome. Finally
Appreciate
made it into the store. And
Yeah, right.
The store looks great.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So what's going on, Tig? What have you been up to?
Well, not much. I wanted to tell you about the metal nights we've been doing. You guys have been coming out every Wednesday, Pickwick Pub in Poughkeepsie. Had a great time out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to get that 80s metal scene alive again. You know,
Yeah,
play a lot of the
definitely.
80s hard rock metal. You go to a lot of the bars these days, the DJs are playing Lady Gaga, Michael Jackson, Madonna. It's like, you know, some people want to go out. You know, we're in the minority. It's a small, you know, amount of people here that are into it, but we try to bring it out for the hard rock metal crowd and
Definitely, man.
play those tunes for you. Played Slayer for you
Oh,
last
dude,
time.
that's the
remember?
best.
Absolutely,
I
love
love
doing it and have a good time, man. Give
Sweet.
away prizes. And
Nice.
What did we give away at the time of this recording? Actually, it would have been a few weeks ago. We gave away Queensryche tickets, and we had
Yeah.
the best crowd we've ever had for the metal.
That was a
night.
good one, man.
So that was good.
Sweet.
Yeah, appreciate your support as always.
Anytime, man. I love metal.
Good times.
I love all music, but I love metal.
Absolutely.
So now, where are you doing these metal nights?
So we're doing every Wednesday night in Poughkeepsie, Pickwick Pub, and then Friday nights at Eastside Bar and Grill in Walden.
Sweet.
And on Friday nights we also have a band that usually plays. We got a local metal band up there to play.
Really?
We got a big stage up there, so
Nice.
it's going pretty good, man. Been doing that for over a year. The one out in Walden, and the Pickwick just started over a month ago. So
Yo, they're nice
having a
people
good
at
time.
Pickwick.
Yeah, aren't they? Jackie, the bartender's great. And,
She's the best.
so yeah, it's been good times, man.
Sweet. I'm glad it's going good over there.
Yeah, appreciate it. And
Nice.
thanks to Octave Music here. Great time. We met when you donated that guitar for the
Yeah.
WPDH
That's Roofathon, right?
Which, what did it get? $1,400.
Yeah.
Signed Peter Frampton.
Frampton
guitar.
signed it, yeah.
So that was very nice of you guys to donate that. And,
Anytime, man.
finally made it in the store, and like what you guys are doing too.
Glad you're having a good time. man.
Absolutely, man.
We'll get you out there. So you guys got to check out Tig on his metal nights.
Absolutely.
Sweet, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Tig.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Absolutely. We'll catch you later.
Metal